Welcome to Movers.com, the last stop for all your moving needs.
So I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Ryan from Movers.com, and with me today I have Virginia from Less Stress Moving. Would you like to just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your company?
Sure. As he said, my name is Virginia, or I'm called Ginny. This is a family-owned and operated company. We're originally out of New York. We weren't working in the moving industry, my husband and myself. We came to Florida with the rest of my family. My husband has 30 years in a power plant. He retired from there. I had come from an administrative management background, but the rest of my family has been in the moving industry. So we came to Florida and we decided to pool all our resources together and go into business, and that's what we've done. We've been in business since 2013, and we're enjoying every day of it. So we're just in Florida. We like to say that we're bringing Florida residents closer to their dreams, and it's a big state, so we're still traveling pretty far sometimes. We've gone all the way to Miami and further than that, and up to almost the borderline of Florida and Georgia.
Yeah, it seems like a local move sometimes if it's in the state, but it's a very long drive. So what specific services do you guys offer for customers?
Yes, what we do for our customers is we do offer full service moving. We do full packs. We will just, if you pack your own, we will come in and move that as well. If you need us to take some pictures down off the walls or whatever, we're happy to do that for you. We try to work with each customer individually and try to tailor our services to meet their needs. We do pretty much everything that's needed to be done. We don't have our own storage facilities, but we work closely with storage facilities that are local to us.
Would you say that is what sets you guys apart from other moving companies in the area?
We also offer free removal of furniture. If unwanted furniture, we'll take that from them. If there's a dumping fee, some certain things have to go to the dumps. They're not able to be donated or whatever, then we would ask for the dumping fee. But what sets us apart is the fact that we enjoy what we do. Okay, we're here. We're not going anywhere. We're not looking to just be here today and gone tomorrow.
You mentioned briefly the free furniture removal.
Yes.
Are there any other no-charge services that you guys offer that maybe you didn't mention?
Well, we never charge for use of our blankets. We usually our shrink wrap up to 6 items we do for free. Most of the tape that we use, we also offer that. We don't charge for the tape that we use.
Can you explain how your guaranteed upfront pricing works?
Sure. And our guaranteed upfront pricing means just that. You're not going to get hit with charges that you didn't expect. And to us, I know for me personally, I don't like to be hit with unexpected charges. I need to know what I'm going to spend, and then I'm prepared to spend that, and that's okay. But I don't want to be hit with, oh, by the way, this costs extra and that costs extra. So you'll know everything up front. We never charge for, we don't charge for things like if there's a longer distance to the truck. We don't charge for stairs. We don't charge for holidays or weekends, extra charging. All we charge is for the amount of time that's used. So if it takes longer to walk from the truck to the house, well, of course, that's within the hourly, but there isn't any additional charge other than the time that you use.
You touched on the holidays, so would you say there's a better time of the year for customers to move?
Well, honestly, the slow period is probably January and February. If you're looking for, to be able to pick the date that you want, that is typically the slow season for a local mover. As far as long distance movers, I don't think there really is a season. But I notice here that those are our slowest months.
Why did you guys decide to get into the moving industry? What made you guys say, hey, you know what, this is what we want to do?
Basically, it's we were here as a family. We didn't want, my husband and I retired semi, but I just didn't feel like I'm ready just to sit
Right.
around. So we wanted to do something, and I always wanted to be in business with my family, and it was a good way when you're in a new community to get to know the people around you. So that's really why we chose this business, and just to work together, to be together.
What's the most important piece of wisdom that you can give to people who are planning a move?
You put yourself out there on the internet for, you're looking for a move, you're going to get calls from a lot of different companies. Not to be lured by the low pricing, because just as we talked about before, there are many extra charges. And for you really to educate yourself, look at what you're moving, understand how much it costs to move. Sit down and just say, well, how much does gas cost? I know our truck gets 6 miles to the gallon, so, and it's diesel fuel, so it's more expensive. So when you get a low price, you have to say, can they even do this for this money? And it's more like, I look at it, I'll give you an analogy. If you go to buy a pair of glasses and you look at the ad in the paper, it says 2 pairs of glasses for $79. And you go there and I walk out with 2 pairs of glasses, but it cost me $500 because, my vision costs more for the lens. And if you want this, yes, we'll give you scratch-resistant lenses, but if you want a real scratch-resistant lens, you have to upgrade and you get, so you're adding more and more and more. And it's the same thing. It's a sales technique to get you in the door, and it's no different for the moving industry.
Would you say that that's the number one mistake that people should avoid?
There's also another piece of advice I would give people is just to really look at what you have and examine each piece and say, is this piece, first of all, am I going to be able to use it? Secondly, is it worth moving? Moving is expensive. If it's a desk that's made of pressed wood and it's been sitting in that spot for 10 years, once you move that, it's probably going to fall apart. Is that worth moving?
So what would you say is your most memorable moving experience, either from personal moves or from opening your company in the last year and a half or so?
The first time that we got a good review, that was really cool. Also, the first time that we had a repeat customer. I was like, I didn't expect that, because you figure, wow, you move somebody, we're not in business all that long, that it would maybe 5 years from now hear from them. But we've had a few people call back, and we've moved them again. And referrals also. Or I have one where a lady called me and she told me she couldn't wait. She had to call me to tell me how great the guys did. And I just thought that was fabulous.
Now, on the other side of that coin, what's the strangest moving request you guys have gotten during your time in business?
Well, the strangest was, and it was one of these things where you went to move, and it really wasn't mentioned, but I guess while the guys were there, they figured, why not? Chicken coop. And we actually did move it, not the chickens, but the chicken coop we did move. For the most part, though, I tell my son, who is out on doing the moves, is a foreman, that the reason that I like this business is every day is your first day on the job. You can't have an off day. You just can't, because you're meeting someone for the first time. It may be the last time you meet them, so your impression on them has to be top notch. You have to really be on your toes, and you can't let things slide. So that, to me, that's a challenge, and that's one of the things that I do like about this business.
I just want to thank Virginia for joining us today.
Well, thank you. Very nice meeting you and speaking with you today.